I cussed on the title. I said, shit's popping off over here. It's true though. So listen, Saint launched in the UK yesterday, and I've met so many UK women and got to talk to them, and I'm so freaking excited to meet these UK ladies. Like, I'm so freaking excited. But also, I just have to let you guys know, I'm sick as crap. On Sunday, I got the freaking, I don't know if it was food poisoning or a bug or whatever, but there was acid water coming out both ends. TMI, sorry. And now my husband has it. Like, I'm still, like, my body is so weak. But I was like, I need to do some makeup. Like, I can't just, like, put down work all willy-nilly. I don't have time to be sick. Like, I got stuff to do. So anyways, oh, hi, Joyce, baby. Peggy, you too? Oh, my God, I am so sorry. Girl, it is not funsies at all. There's nothing fun about being sick. Like, it is... Man, my body feels like it wants to just like give up on me. RSV. I didn't think about that. I thought it was food poisoning because, well, just because it's not like, I feel like a bug would be like, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. I feel like a bug would be, I don't know, like have more or different symptoms. I don't know. Is there really? Somebody said that in like California. I saw somebody make a post and they were like, oh, I got this stomach bug. And I was like, oh, where are they? And it turns out they were in California. So I was like, oh, that's not it. But now I'm wondering if it is it, because literally, like, I swear to God, I was dying. Like, like I did nothing but sleep. I slept for like 34 hours. And when I wasn't sleeping, it was coming out both. Like, it was disgusting. Oh God, the acid coming out both ends. And you know how when you, thank you, mom. My mom was in the middle of texting me, but I was like, I got work to do. I've been like responding to messages. We had the UK launch yesterday. And so like, I'm a worker bee. Like, I will still work on my deathbed. Like, I'm a private investigator and I did surveillance 40 weeks pregnant. Like, I did surveillance up until Saturday and I gave birth. Well, my due date was that Tuesday. Like, I was literally doing surveillance until I gave birth. Like, I do not stop working. So that's one thing one day I'll be here and the next day, hopefully when I'm like 100, I'll just be dead. Like, you'll never know it if I'm dying. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So it is definitely going around. So it's not just me. Cause now my husband's never sick. Like, for my husband to be like, I don't feel good. I don't even think my husband feels pain. Like, this man has like a pain tolerance of a zillion. And so for my husband to be like, I feel gross. Like, it's bad. So like, it was touch and go during COVID. Like, man, I was concerned. But anyways, so that's happening. So if you're going through it too, I'm so sorry and I hope you feel better. Someone else said norovirus earlier too. So, but anyways, if you're going through that, I'm so sorry. And if I've still been being here. Like, I'm still responding to messages and posting videos and responding in text and everything. But if my messages seem short by any means or whatever, like, just know it ain't you, it's me. Men fake if they're sick. Okay, so yeah, Peggy, like, my energy is base level hyper. I don't drink coffee. I don't do anything like crazy. And so base level, I'm hyper. And I'm just like all day. Like, I just want to sleep. I'm so tired. So I definitely think there's something going around. So if you're feeling it, hey, Brittany, if you're feeling it, I hope you feel better. I'm here with you. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I may work, like, I'll be dying, like, puking, doing, like, responses. Because it's not my customer's fault if, like, I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like, my customers shouldn't have to wait for me. Like, no. And also, it's a nice distraction. Like, to know that, like, you can still serve your customers. It's not face to face. Like, they don't need to know that you're, like, dying. It's fine. And I just love my job so much. And like, I'm someone who, like, I don't want anybody to miss out on anything. So I'm it's a nice distraction for me. So you can text me anytime, or if you comment the word match, by the way, even in the UK, you can get a free color match to this makeup I'm using. Finally, my UK girlies have been asking me for 3 years since I've been here. Thank you, Emily. I really do try. Acne prone sensitive skin. Stephanie, that's a really good question. So I personally don't have acne prone or sensitive skin, but I want to tell you 2 things. First thing, join my beauty group on Facebook. It's called Freedom in Beauty VIP. I have a ton of customers there that will tell you their honest, true experiences with sensitive skin, acne prone skin. But this makeup has beeswax in it, which has, and there's only 11 ingredients. One of them is beeswax, and they're all clean. But the beeswax is really great for healing. Like, it has really great healing properties. So for girls with sensitive skin, obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, like don't sue me or whatever, but from what I understand from my sensitive skin girlies, it's really good for the sensitive skin. I did have really bad acne. Like I used to break out really bad right here. I have a lot of acne scarring right here from my glasses and sunglasses. I would just break out real bad there. And right here along my jawline, it was so bad. But since I started wearing this makeup, it took about 2 weeks. And then I noticed that I just wasn't breaking out anymore. And I was like, even on my period, like when I get my period, I'll get 1 or 2 pimples, maybe, but they go away quickly. And I'm like, okay. And I attribute it a lot to this makeup because it's the only thing I changed. So thank you, Peggy. Yeah, no, I understand. I definitely need the time for me, but also like, I don't want it. Like, I'm ready to get back to work. I love this job so much. There's something about like, and I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted. I just celebrated my 3 years like with Saint. And I think it's really cool because this is the best job I've ever had. Like, I've been a private investigator for 20 years and I love it. I'm good at it. I would never go back and change it, like nothing, right? But one thing about being a PI is that like, there's no like accolades, there's no attaboy, there's no rewards, or like, there's no one saying, you know, hey, you did a great job, or you really helped this person. Like, they give you a case, you do it, and they give you a paycheck. And that's it. There's no like rewarding, like, oh man, like they'll tell you like, oh, you saved this customer like millions of dollars or whatever. But then it's like, okay, have a nice day. And that's it. Like, there's no real rewarding, like, man, you really changed my life, you know? And so to know that, like, Scuba Steve used it this morning, love how my makeup turned out. And I'm telling you, Scuba Steve is legit. If you're new here, Scuba Steve is just scuba goggles, super bright inside, scuba goggles, super dark outside. And it's like, scuba goggle, like, it's so easy. You look like an idiot at first, but then after a few times, you don't need to do that to your face and say the words, and then you just get it. But to know that, like, you can actually change someone's life and like help them feel more confident or more beautiful, like that's all we need. So I'm really excited. Yay! Another UK girl. I'm so excited. I have sensitive skin and it's amazing. I will never use any other makeup again. Thank you, Jessica, with the KAH. I'm excited for the UK people also because I'm excited to learn more about like the trends over there are different with makeup, with clothes, with style, everything. And so I'm really excited to really as a private investigator, I want to deep dive into what's trending in the UK and bring it here and kind of, I don't know, collab with each other, like the Americans, the Canadians, you know, UK, and what we're all doing differently and like how we can kind of combine these trends and, you know, we can learn so much from one another. So I'm really excited about that. And I guess I've never really had like a reason to research like, you know, what's trending in the UK. So I just never really have. But now I'm really excited about it because if there's something trending in the UK, I'd love to learn more about it and, you know, bring it over to my American girlies. So my Spice Babes, I call the UK girlies my Spice Babes now because #Spice Girls because I was born in 84. That's my era. So my Spice Babes, you got a lot to teach us. Martha, how do you color match? Okay, so when you comment the word match on any of my posts, or if you can just text me too. But when you comment the word match, it triggers my color match form. You just upload a selfie. And what I do is I look at your skin tone, obviously, but I also look at the root of your hair, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your face shape, your age, is there texture, all of these different things. So if someone sends me a color match and it's someone's teenager and she's like, 13, 14, or maybe she's even younger and she's getting into makeup, I'll usually match with I'll match with all the shades, but I like to recommend like maybe just a foundation and a light concealer, a nice illuminator, and a couple eyeshadow, like something really simple. Because I like to teach the younger ladies that like less is more, right? I feel like we need to teach our younger generation that so they can feel more confident with like less product. But for anyone else, like for most of my customers are, my age, 40, 20s and 30s, and even older, 50, 60, whatever. But I like to focus on the woman who anybody who gets a color match from me, if she wants to highlight and contour, I like to recommend all those shades. But when I look at the age and stuff like that, sometimes with age, if a woman is much older, you can kind of tell in the lines and wrinkles. And then I might recommend like darker shades for her, or like a darker brightening highlight instead of a lighter one to camouflage lines and wrinkles or whatever. So when I look at your picture, I'm looking at all of that stuff. So the colors I match you to are typically going to complement your features. And you can always, like, once you get your shades, you can decide for yourself if it's, if you like it or not. And there's like a 30-day return policy. But most of the time my color match is spot on because I know what to look for in all of that stuff. So, and then when I do like eyeshadows, I'll look at your eye color and recommend some complementary eyeshadows and some lip and cheek shades. And then whenever you get your color match back from me, you just choose like what colors you want, how you want to build a palette, and all the palettes are magnetic. So you can just kind of choose how many shades, what shades you want, and just kind of like go from there and kind of build your own custom palette. And of course I can help you too, or you can do it on your own. But that's what I look at. I look at everything. A lot of times the contour that I match you to is like complementary to your hair color or the root of your hair at least. And your eyebrows especially, because a lot of women use their contour shade as a fill-in for their eyebrows. So stuff like that. So I look at all of those things. And there's a lot of women who don't realize that when you use like a regular liquid foundation has alcohols in it. And I can't stress this enough. And I say this all the time. So if you're not new here, you're probably sick of hearing it, but the alcohol in liquid foundation dries on your face, kind of like a coat of paint would dry when you paint your wall. So what happens when it dries is, number one, that alcohol evaporates. So it leaves you with basically a coat of paint. Imagine if your wall started moving, or if there's like a crack in your wall, it'll crack the paint, right? Same thing with your liquid foundation. If you, when you start moving your face, like we all do throughout the day, and you get those lines and the things that are, moving on your face, it starts to crack your makeup. And so also whenever you put that liquid foundation with all the alcohols, it starts to pull the moisture from your skin instead of hydrating it. So because this makeup has no alcohol in it, it hydrates your skin instead of pulling the moisture from it. And so it helps you look a little bit more youthful, and it gives you a youthful glow. And so it really does kind of give you a better finish overall. So I really think the older you are, the more I recommend this makeup. And whenever I look at your picture, I can kind of tell, I can tell if you're a teenager. I can't tell your exact age, but you know what I mean? I can tell about what age range you're in. And I can determine, if you have a lot of lines and wrinkles and texture on your skin, then I know, okay, I need to recommend a color that's a little bit darker for a brightening highlight and stuff like that. So those are things that I look for that I can help you with. And then what's cool about this makeup too, is because there's so many different colors, you don't have to have just one foundation shade. When it's, for instance, myself, there's during the summertime and during other times, I use a self tanner, but when I don't, I notice that my neck is lighter than my face. And so sometimes I'll have to match right here with one shade, and then I wear a darker shade up here because I like the way it looks better. So you can wear multiple different shades of foundation in different areas. And that's what I love about this makeup too. It makes it really, really versatile. Yay, Peggy, I'm so glad. You will get so many compliments on your makeup too. Yep, settling into fine lines, it doesn't do that. You simply just don't use, this makeup is so pigmented, so you don't need very much. So a little bit goes a really long way. But you'll notice that it just doesn't settle and crease and cake. It just doesn't do that. It'll move with your skin instead of drying like a liquid foundation and doing the cracking thing. I don't know about Sweden. It took a freaking act of Congress just to get to the UK. We were supposed to launch in the UK like summer last year. So a typical palette, Stephanie, is like, I usually say 6 to 9 months. Some girls use it a little bit more, or they like, more buildable coverage, so they'll use a little bit more. But 6 to 9 months is pretty standard. I feel like you'll run out of one thing before another. Like you don't run out of, bye Jade, it was so good to see you. You'll run out of one thing before the other. But they're only $16 a shade. So when you replace, an item, and it's only $16, and then you can, add another shade or get a bigger palette or whatever. So it really becomes really fun to do your makeup. It puts the fun back in makeup. I'm sorry if I missed any comments. I talk too much. Okay, so foundation, concealer, contour, that's kind of like what I do to start my makeup. So when I use my foundation, concealer, contour, this is just like taking a liquid foundation, putting it all over, and that's your foundation. Except with this, I'm just putting the right colors where they go. So I'm already bright here. I already have that dark, scary contour, which isn't that dark and scary. Now I like to add bronzer, and I kind of go apeshit with bronzer because I love it. I think bronzer is so pretty. And I like how warm it is on the face. I like how it adds dimension. It kind of creates this like kiss from the sun. It makes you look like you actually get outside your house, which I haven't in 3 days because I've been sick. But it actually makes you look like you're doing something with your life, that the sun has seen your skin. But I like how it just kind of, creates a really beautiful warmth and gives you that added dimension. So you have the light versus the dark and the cool versus the warm, and that's what gives you dimension. And if you're older, I love bronzer too, because as we're older, we start to lose that pigment in our skin. Our skin gets a little sallow, and we really start to lose that color. And so the bronzer really helps to bring that back and just bring kind of a life back to our face, That's why I like the bronzer a lot. So I go through Bella bronzer so much. She's my favorite, and I don't know. She looks really scary, but she ain't. And I go bonkers with her. I don't care. I don't care if somebody says, oh, you're wearing too much makeup. Girl, to who? I don't care. You ain't my mama. I do what I want. I do what I want. Yeah, if you're in Minnesota, first of all, bless you, because doesn't it snow there? Don't invite me over. Because I am not coming unless it's like summertime. Yeah, so when most people, even myself, I'm in Florida, most of my customers, their shades will change throughout the year. So you might, in summertime, will often be one shade, and then you'll start to shade down as, winter comes along. And then you just pop another shade into your palette. So easy. Snow and very cold. I can't do it. It is it's 60 degrees today, and I'm dying. I'm like, But I guess, I've heard that the humid cold is, bone chilling. And I guess I've seen snow one time a couple years ago in West Virginia. My family went and visited my dad's house in West Virginia. We built a snowman and everything. And it wasn't, there was snow on the ground, but it wasn't as cold as I expected. So I guess it is really a different kind of cold. So I guess it's fine. But I was definitely not, I don't want to go back anytime soon. Okay, I want to use a pink. This is kind of like my daily palette. I have nude in here for a lip and cheek shade, but I've been really liking the pink lemonade a lot. So we're going to use this one. When it's super, super cold, it's too cold to snow. Too cold to snow? Is that a thing? Oh, bless it. I can't. I'm not. Nope. Don't invite me over. Y'all do not invite me over. Hello from Canada. It's a different kind. I'm not. Don't invite me to none of y'all's houses except for summertime. And then you can invite me over. And this is, by the way, this is pink lemonade. Because look, it matches my pink. Even in Florida, people here are wild. They will have a legit full-blown wedding outside in like the middle of August. I'm like, do not invite me to an outdoor event, a child's birthday party. I'm not coming. I'm not coming. It can be too cold to snow. I don't, How? The Lord worked in mysterious way. I can't. I'm so grateful that my mama did not raise me in no damn snow. I would just simply pass away. I cannot. Like, it's funny because I call my husband, I call him an Eskimo because our house is always cold. So it's like 68 degrees in my house, like at all times. And it's always freezing in here. And we have to like suffer. Like I have to walk around the house in like socks, like sweaters. Because I have to use heated blankets even in the summertime. It just becomes ice. Oh. I had to go milk in the snow yet. No, that animal would just be full of milk. Cold is dry, so it absorbs the moisture. No, don't invite me. Y'all just don't invite me to your houses, okay? Like, wait till summertime and then I will come over. Oh, humidity in the air is frozen, so it can't snow. This sounds like a lot of science, so I'm going to need y'all to chill out with the science talk. I cannot imagine like having to deal with snow. I can't. I'm not interested. Do not invite me. I will hurt your feelings. I just don't understand. Anyways, yeah. So, and also what's funny about this makeup is a lot of girlies that are like, that you guys live in like snow places and you're like, my makeup is like hard. And I'm like, girl, you gotta like warm it up a little bit because it don't even want to wake up because it don't like the snow. If your makeup feels a little bit hard, use the heat from your skin, like the heat from your fingers, and then put it on your face. The heat from the skin on your face will kind of soften it, and then you can like it'll soften and it'll melt. I'd invite you for summer, but we have mosquitoes and black flies. Listen, I understand mosquitoes. Like, I am a Florida girl, okay? Everything here wants to eat you. Okay, so mosquitoes, I can handle. But the snow, no ma'am. No. Absolutely not. What are we wearing on our lips today? Let's try a new shade on our lippies. Did you guys see the new shades that were just released? Marrakesh and Princess Bubblegum, which, hello, so cute. Oh, yes. So for melting your tins, I use a little coffee mug warmer, which I got one that's pink. Did you expect anything less from me? So I got this one at Walmart. It's like, I don't know, $5 or something. And you just plug it in and you put a couple tins on here and just turn it on. Once the tin gets soft, and whatever, then it'll just like turn to like kind of like a liquid and it'll melt. Like it'll cover the middle of the pan. And then I usually use like a toothpick or something and you can get out any fuzzies or like little eyelashes that might have got caught in it. And then, so you turn it on, let it melt, dig out whatever, and then turn it off. Don't move the tin, just leave it alone. And then, so you turn it on, let it melt, turn it off. And then when it hardens, it'll harden in the middle again. So all of the corners of your makeup will like go to the center so you can get more out of it. I'll do a video and I'll show you. I'll do like a time lapse. That would be fun. And kind of show you what it looks like, but it's whatever you do. When you melt your makeup, don't move it while it's wet. You will be sad. Don't ask me how I know. And don't ask my husband either because he'll make fun of me when he answers. I don't want him to make fun of me. Okay, so hold on. Where's the new? Okay, so it's Marrakesh and oh poop. Where are they? I know they're right here. Marrakesh and Princess Bubblegum. So these two scary colors. This one's Princess Bubblegum. I'll show you this one because it's the pinkest. So Princess Bubblegum, these look really scary, but they're really not. So if you have not tried these because they look ridiculous online, they're really not. See how pretty? It's just a really pretty pink without being crazy. So don't hesitate to use the scary colors. This one's Marrakesh. And they look insane. Like, you're like, no way, not me. But I'm telling you, like, when you try them, they are really, really beautiful shades. See what I mean? Like, they're not super crazy. So, Princess Bubblegum and Marrakesh, just really nice shades. This one's a strawberry feel, or the strawberry shortcake, which I'm from Plant City, which is a town in Florida. We're kind of known for our strawberries. And so it's like strawberry shortcake, and that's what our town is known for. So I think that's kind of cool. But these colors are really beautiful. These were the new releases. So definitely get some of the new releases. They're really, really pretty. They said Marrakesh. It's Marrakesh. That's how you pronounce it, right? Marrakesh? Listen, in my town, the folks do not wear shoes to the Walmart. So if I pronounce something wrong, it's okay. It's par for the course. Bye, Rachel. Love you, girl. Okay. So don't be afraid to try different lippies. I usually like to tell my customers, I always like to encourage you, get one shade, whether it's like a lip and cheek color or an eyeshadow color that scares the bejesus out of you. So when you see it on the website and you're like, oh, that color looks crazy. Absolutely not. Pick it up, because I guarantee when you try it, you're going to be like, oh, that's actually not so bad. And then you're going to be like, huh, how about that? And then it will encourage you to try other colors maybe. And this is going to be what branches us out of that like intimidation of makeup. And I think that's so important, because women are intimidated by makeup. Like, we're terrified of makeup. And I feel like when we can overcome that, then we can take back that control. You know what I mean? Like, and then all these women that were like, oh, their makeup looks so pretty, I could never do that. Yes, you can. It's just a matter of stepping out of that comfort zone, one little step at a time. And I want to help you do that. So try one color that like scares the pee out of you. On products the makeup company to sell. I did. If you go in my beauty group on Facebook, it's Freedom in Beauty VIP, and I made a post and it says, hey, the company is asking, like corporate is asking, like, hey, what do you guys want to see in 2025? Go comment on that post, because tomorrow I have a meeting with the president of Saint, and I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna let them have it. I'm gonna be like, this is what the customers want, so we should say something. We should let them know. Because you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people think, well, my voice doesn't matter. Like, you know, that doesn't matter. And I think it does. So anyways, do it. Okay, so let's try the strawberry shortcake. Yeah, you can send pictures on there. Girl, go nuts. That beauty group is for you to kind of let loose and share your thoughts and feelings and connect with other women. And those women in that beauty group are so nice. Thank you, Amy. Oh, that's so pretty, right? This is not a color I usually wear, but I do want to top it with Sunshine State. Sunshine State is my favorite. I'm so scared to do my makeup. Girl, I'm telling you, ask anybody here. They will tell you. It looks scary, but whenever you put this makeup on, you'll be like, oh, that's nothing. And you'll be a friggin' pro. This was strawberry shortcake. See what I mean? They look so crazy, but when you put them on, they're really not bad. And then I put Sunshine State on top of it. This is the Sunshine State color. See how it's like got that shimmery? I think everybody should have Sunshine State and use it on top of every color. Because it's so pretty. I am a wizard. I'm a color match wizard. I'm telling you, you'll get a really good color match. And like I said, listen, I'm only human. If I get it wrong, we can switch it out. The company has a great return policy. My customer service is spectacular. Honestly, it really is, because I hate poor customer service, as most of you know. But whenever you get, I'm pretty good at color matching. So whenever you get your shades, you might think, oh, that looks a little weird. Just trust me, girl. Just wait. So yeah, these palettes are really easy. You can get any size palette. There's different sizes. There's different styles and different colors of palettes, and you can just have fun with them. And that's what I love about them too. Yes, Marrakesh reminds me of like an 80s color. Yes, I love it. Don't worry about it looking bad. That's why they make the makeup wipes. Exactly. And that's what I say. Like, people are like, I'm scared of makeup. And I'm like, then arm yourself with makeup wipes. The worst thing that happens is it looks like trash and you take it off and try again. Like, I didn't get good at makeup by doing it one time. Do you know what I mean? You just try it again. And when you try something new, like a new makeup like this that you're not really used to, you try it more than once and then you start to understand. You're like, oh, I get it now. And then it'll start to click. You just have to use it once or twice and you're like, oh, a lot of people use too much because we're so used to slathering, like with the liquid. You don't have to do that with this. And so it takes a minute, but once you get it, you'll be like, oh, she was right. You really don't have to use that much. And then it'll be like an I told you so moment, but a silent one. I'll never say I told you so. And I'll never say it to you, but we'll both know I told you so. But it's fine. You know how many ladies, like, I didn't realize when I first started selling this makeup, so many women were like, oh, I don't wear makeup. It's fine. And then they were like, I'm just not a makeup girl. And they realized and told me that the reason they don't wear makeup is because it's freaking scary as crap. Like, no one teaches you how to do makeup except for that other 8th grader who also didn't know how to do makeup. And then for 40 years, you follow that 8th grader's makeup instructions, right? And so once you learn a little bit about it, which I can help you with, then you start to see like, oh, like this is actually not bad. Like I can actually do this. This is attainable. And once you see how attainable it is, then it starts becoming like, this is actually really nice. And you start to appreciate it more. And so I don't think, Lisa, that's a good point. I've been doing it wrong for so long. I feel like there's no wrong way to do makeup. I mean, like, if you feel pretty, then it's fine. But a lot of us don't know. And so that's what I want to do is I want to change the game with like what we know about makeup, right? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I forgot to answer. This is Lashify. And these are the extra extreme. So it's Lashify EE is the style. And then I use the size 18, 18, 17, 16. I have a discount code. Just type the word lashes and I think it'll send it to you automatically. It'll take you right to my discount link for the control kit. Okay, this color is called Eve, right? And I'm going to use this smudge brush. I'm going to show you how I can apply eyeshadow, which women are also scared of. So this is the color Eve. It's like a shimmery kind of like maroonish color. And I'm going to start... It's not match my skin tone. I'm starting to embrace the correct color. Good for you. And that's another thing too, is that we go into like the stores and we swatch the colors on our skin in poor lighting and then go home and we're like, yeah, that's right. Or I guess that's close enough. And then we're like, okay, this is good, right? But it's interesting that with a picture, I can match you even better. But what's cool is that this makeup is very like, the opacity is different than liquid foundation. And so it blends out much more sheer and it gives you a much more beautiful finish. And it's even lighter. So you can get full coverage with lighter makeup. And it's really, really nice. So that's what I appreciate about this makeup is you can get more coverage with less product. And it's really beautiful. Okay, so this is the color Eve. Yeah, the lashes are game changer. I just like how pretty I feel with my lashes on. Like, even when I'm not wearing makeup, I just feel like, you know, like at least my lashes look, like I look less dead. You know what I mean? I don't know. And they last for like almost 2 weeks. And then they're reusable, so you can like clean them and reuse them. So the quality of them is really good. A lot of people say that they're expensive. But to be honest with you, there's more lashes on one of the little thingy things. I think they're called like there's more lashes on one of the little eyeball shaped things. You can reuse them more often and the quality is better. So, and believe me, I tried all of them. I did not just say, oh yeah, this one's good and stuck with it. No. I tried every single one because I'm a private investigator. And so I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, this one's the best. And then stick with that. That's my self-tanner too. I went to Ulta. Courtney, who owns Pasty Girl Self-Tanner, she asked me, she's like, can you like, you want to promote my tanning stuff? And I'm like, nah, I don't promote stuff all willy-nilly. Like I have to really like it. Cause I feel like that's the most altruistic thing you can do. And so I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but I'd like to try it first. I went to Ulta and bought every single brand they had and tried all of them. I have all the receipts to show you. I bought every single one and tried all of them, and I went back to hers. And so that's when you know like something is good, right? Okay, hold on. So this is Eve. I'm going to use this color. What is this? Paris. This is a really pretty pink. Susan, that's a really good point you make. A lot of people say, I can't wear shimmers because I'm older. That's not true. If you wear shimmers in the right places, even with older, like as we get older, our eyelid skin starts to get a lot looser. If you're really, like the darker shimmers, you can wear a lot more easily. But you do have to be careful with the shimmers, because if you wear like a silver shimmer where there's a lot of creasing, that's going to pop out more. But some of these darker shimmers are not as bad. But Saint is actually sometime this year, I don't know when, they're releasing like 20 new eyeshadows, and they're colors and they're mattes. I was like, praise the lamb. Like they have a bunch of really pretty colors, but they're all shimmers. So I think you'll appreciate those, Susan. And I'm excited to show women that like you can wear colored eyeshadow. Everyone reaches for the neutrals, but what if we do colors? And I want to show you how to wear colors without looking like you got hit by the Crayola bus. Do you know what I mean? This one's looking wonky. It's fine. Okay. Whoa! What is, oh, hold on, it's on my eyelash. Hold on, little fella. There we go. Okay, so I did Eve, and then I just did Paris in the middle because I want to add a really pretty shimmer, and I want to make it pop. I want to make it pop, 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 pop. Wait, let's use Peppa. Peppa's a pretty, like, a pretty pinkish kind of shimmer. I think it's preference too, though. Like, you don't, if you think shimmers don't look good on you, or you feel like they make your texture stand out, then totally don't wear them. But I always say keep it below the crease. And if you're older and just have like looser eyelid skin, I always recommend putting it in the inside, like the inner corner of your lid, so that you can still get that pop. So like if you take a brush like this one, this is the bright brush, and I like to use the color Drift to kind of create a little pop there. This is a great way to do it in a way that doesn't like make your texture stand out. Put it right here in the inner corner. And this is a great way to use the shimmer and get that shimmery pop without like blasting, putting all your lines and wrinkles on blast. You know what I mean? So just like right there in the inner corner. And then you can use mattes everywhere else and just a really pretty shimmer right there in the inner corner. And then even right under the brow, you could do something really pretty for a little pop. Whatever. And then if you want to just use mattes, like you can do that too. There's nothing wrong with the all matte eye look. I used to hate shimmers, and now I'm not scared of them. So I try them a little more. But I do think that whoever said, older women shouldn't wear shimmers, I think they're full of baloney, and I think that they are very sad people. Shimmer's my favorite color. But also, it's totally preference, right? Like, that's all makeup is preference. And whatever you feel the most beautiful with is what you should do at the end of the day. Like, there's no rules to makeup. There's just none. There's no rules. I just hate how the magazines, and like, I was born in 84, so I grew up on like Cosmo magazine and all that stuff. And so they would always tell you like, don't do this and don't do this. And so you were thinking that like, those things like stick with you. So your whole life you're thinking, oh, I can't wear this, or I shouldn't wear this. And it's like, no, you can. Like that's just for 1 month. The next month they'll tell you to wear it, and it's the newest trending thing. And that's what many of us grew up on, right? Was what the magazine said. And I kind of hate that for us, but it's fine. Like, I just feel like do whatever you want and what makes you feel beautiful. Just like Mimi from Drew Carey. She did whatever she wanted and she rocked it. Like, she looked a little crazy sometimes with all that blue eyeshadow, but her confidence was there. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was rocking it. She crushed it. She really did. So, whatever. What do you do? What do you do? Anyways, I just like to, I didn't use not one matte shade, and I normally use like a matte and then a shimmer, but it's whatever. And then this is a red mascara, which I would have never worn, but Benefit sent it to me, and I'm like, they're stupid. I'm never going to wear that. It's not bad. It's actually really pretty. So anyways, get this makeup. You guys, even if you're in the UK, you can get this makeup now, which I'm so excited about. So hashtag Spice Girls. Is this what the kids are doing? Hashtag Spice Girls. Oh, Susan, it's my favorite. This stuff is by Benefit. You can find it at Ulta. This is called the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I use the shade 2.5, 2.5. Where's she at? Right there. So I use shade 2.5, and I think this is the best one because it doesn't it's not so soft that it comes out like really harshly. It's really, really light filler inner. And so I really like that. It just kind of goes on really lightly and you can kind of build it, which is what I really, really like about it the most. So this stuff is my favorite. So it's the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And yeah, that's my favorite one. But there's a lot of them, but okay, good. UK me. I'm so excited for the UK girls. Like, I've had to say no, but you can join my email list and I'll tell you when. And now I was able to send an email to all those girls on my email list and say it's finally available. So I'm really excited about that. So anyways, comment match, get your shades and I will send them over to you. So if you're a UK girl, this applies to you now. So excited. And I'm going to be researching some of the trends over there because I'd like to learn more about that. So UK girlies, I want to learn from you. What are the fun trends that are in the UK that are not in the US or Canada that we can kind of learn from or that we can kind of explore? I think that'll be so fun. Like, that's probably my favorite part is just reaching more women and connecting with more trends. And I don't know, I think we can have fun with makeup together. So I think it'll be a blast. So comment the word match, get your free color match, or just text me. I pinned my phone number. Just text me. Just text me. Just text it. Lord Jesus. Don't call me because I won't answer. I haven't answered a phone call since like 2001. But you can text me and I'll reply. I'm a PI. I get lots of calls. I'm not interested. Yeah, Susan, I'll totally save it. Oh, that's another point. I want to get more UK girlies in our VIP group. So if you know anybody in the UK or if you are in the UK, join my VIP group on Facebook. It's Freedom in Beauty VIP. We would love to have you. I'm so excited to share those trends and those exciting, makeup tips. And I'm really excited. I think this is going to be really fun. And I hope that we, eventually we're going to launch in the Australia. We're going to launch to our kangaroos over in Australia. And then after that, we plan on launching in Mexico. So hopefully those don't take as long as the UK did. Sorry it took so long. But anyway, so that's going to be really fun. So join the VIP group and I don't know, come have fun with us. So I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. And if you're sick, like I am, like my husband is, it's going around my house, I hope you feel better. So I love you. You guys have a good day. Bye.